Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and this is part 2 of my Bundesliga preview. If you want to look at part 1, I will keep the link in the description. You can go and check it out. We talked about the newly promoted teams in the Bundesliga, and now we are gonna move up the ladder and talk about the other teams in the who finished from 16th till 13th. In this video, we are gonna talk about Bochum. We are gonna talk about Union Berlin, Borussia Mönchengladbach, and Union Berlin. So 4 teams are going to be discussed in this video, and we are going to see all their preparations and how they are getting ready for the new season of Bundesliga, which is just about like 20 days, less than 20 days to go for the season to start. So let's get right into it. We are going to start with Bochum. I mean, they finished the last season on 16th, and they had to play a qualification and a promotion playoff game against Fortuna Düsseldorf. And what a game, what 2 legs of football those were. They lost the home leg 3-0, and they go and win the away leg 3-0. It's 3-3 on aggregate. The game goes on to penalties, and Bochum win 6-5 on penalties, and they stay in the Bundesliga. So it was like quite an interesting end to their season. They would hope that it's not this season is not like the previous one, because that was too much drama and too much tension for the fans to take. They now have a new manager in Peter Zidler. He has left St. Gallen, Swiss side, from Switzerland. He was their manager for 6 years. So it's his first foray into German football. So Bochum fans would hope that his experience in managing Switzerland, his new techniques could come in handy for Bochum, and they can have a better season as compared to last season. But unfortunately, at the moment, their transfer business is not as exciting as they would hope. They have lost both their top scorers in Kevin Stoger and Takumo Asano. They have both left the club for free. And then you have Victor Osterhag. He has also left for Freiburg for 5 million euros. So they have lost a good amount of players from their squad. They have brought in Danny Dewitt and Ibrahim Sissoko, both on a free, and they are important signings, especially Danny Dewitt, because he scored 12 goals last season, and they really need the goals. They were one of the lowest scoring sides last season. So Bochum fans would want David to continue the good form that he had for Alkmaar, for them as well. But at the moment, in my opinion, they still need a couple of more signings to help David, because he alone cannot score the goals that are required for Bochum to not go through what they went last year. They still need to sign a good striker, and I think a good defender as well, a good center back, so to shore up that defense and make sure that they don't release goals. And at the defensive midfielder as well, Kevin Stoger, as I said, he has also left. So they need 2 or 3 good signings, not like expensive signings, but good squad players that can come in and help the current squad. And maybe they don't fight, they are not again in a relegation battle. They perform better than last season. So let's see what will happen before the season ends. The transfer window ends, and how in what situation they are when the transfer window ends. The second club we are going to talk about are Union Berlin. I mean, what a disastrous season they had last year. After a good 2-3 years in Bundesliga, last season was the one to forget for anyone associated with Union Berlin. They lost 9 games in a row in the league. They were winless for 14 games in a row across all competition. I mean, as I said, it was disastrous. It was like nobody could believe it. It was the same Union Berlin for the last 2-3 years. Their manager Yuri Fischer left with mutual agreement, and he was replaced by Marco Gerrit as an interim manager. Until Nihad Beherika came in. He also was sacked before the end of season. and then Groot was kept on until the end of season. They avoided relegation by winning their last game 2-1 on the final match day, and because of that and their better goal difference than Bochum, they did not finish in the relegation places. That's how bad the situation was at Union Berlin. Now they have a new manager in Bo Svensson. He himself was sacked by Mainz in October because of bad results. So it's a new start, it's a new chapter in his managerial career as well. So both Union Berlin and Svensson would hope that this new partnership brings in results better than last year for both of them, for the club and manager. The fans would hope that he has the success that he had in Mainz before last season. I mean, Mainz had a terrible season just like Union Berlin. Both of them would be hoping that this partnership bear fruits for everybody involved. And in terms of transfers, I think they have done a really good transfer business till now. They have kept the squad intact. They have not had many major departures from their squad. And then they have gone in and brought in Laszlo Deniz has joined them, as well as Ivan Pratin, both of them for about 3 million euros for Deniz, and Pratin for 2 million euros. And both of them scored about 15 plus goals last year, and Union Berlin need those goals. I mean, for a club who did not have a single player to score more than 5 goals last season, to get 2 players who have scored 15 goals in their last season, I agree it were different teams, different leagues, but to have that confidence of scoring 15 plus goals anywhere is a very important aspect for a player. The confidence that gives you, and those goals are the reasons that they got a better move to come into the Bundesliga, and now they can show their talents here. So I think they are looking, at the moment they are looking really good. 1 or 2 more signings, and I think they would have a better season as compared to the last one. So it will be interesting. I'm looking at their business, because I think their squad is quite good enough. They just had a blip, in my opinion, in last season, and if they get a good defensive midfielder, that not even a defender, I think a good defensive midfielder is needed. If they get that, I think they can come back in the upper table, and they can finish there as well. The third team we are going to talk about is Borussia Mönchengladbach. I mean, they finished 14th in the league last season, and they had an underwhelming season. They won just 7 games in the entire campaign, and I mean, that was not the sort of start their manager wanted. It was his first season, and the things did not go to plan as he would have expected. But they have kept stuck with him, and they have given him another chance. So let's hope it is good for him. It is good for Gladbach, sorry. And I think the best thing that they have done is backed him. We understand it was not a good season, but I think the players respected him, and that is why he has been able to keep hold of almost majority of the squad. There are rumors of players wanting being linked away from the club, but till now none of the major players have left. In fact, they have till now in the German league, I think they have had the best transfer window. They have brought in Kim Leindesch from Heidenheim for 7 million euros. He scored 12 goals last season. And then they have brought in Philipp Schander from the newly promoted Holstein Kiel. And as I already said, they have brought in Kevin Stoger from Bochum as well. So they have stacked up their squad. It looks like it's gonna be a better season. Like, the players and managers have gotten a better understanding of each other, and with this new addition, and still there is a lot of time for the transfer window to go, but until now Gladbach are looking really good. And as I said, in my opinion, they have had the best transfer window till now in the entire Bundesliga, and like that includes the bigger team as well. But they are really looking good, and I think with the things that they are going on right now, they would finish they would finish in the upper half as well, not like last year. So we'll see about that. We will talk more about all of them and where I think the teams will finish in my prediction video. There's time for that. So moving on, the last team that we are going to talk about in this video is FSV Mainz. I mean, if one team had a disastrous season, I said the same thing about Union Berlin, but I think nobody had a bad season. Even the relegating team did not have a bad season as Mainz. They went through three different managers. They started the season with Bo Svensson, who, as I said, left them. He was replaced by Jan Stroventvik. He was also sacked, and then the current manager Bo Henriksen came in, and he sort of helped the club to remain in the league. They won just 2 times in their first 20 games and then Henriksen came in, and in the last 9 games they remain undefeated, winning 5 of them and securing themselves another season in the Bundesliga. Otherwise it was looking like a certainty that Mainz are gonna get relegated, but he has managed to keep them in the Bundesliga, and the Mainz fans would hope that this good run of form under Henriksen continues in this season as well, and they don't have to go through whatever they went last year, and they have a better season, not going thinking about finishing in the upper half or European places. Of course every fan wants their team to do well, but Mainz fans would know the hardship that their team went through, and they would be happy to a respectable mid-table finish this season, and then maybe next season they can think about finishing in the upper half or the European places. Their transfer business, if we talk about that, I think it has been quite underwhelming up until now. They have brought in Japanese striker Kaishu Sano. Apart from that, they have not really done that much of a business, to be very honest, and that just shows, like, as I said, it's been quite underwhelming. It's not exciting. That he's been their only major signing till now. They have also they have also sold Delano Bajaberg to Middlesbrough, and Leonardo Barrera has left the club on a free. I mean, Barrera was very crucial in those last games, so to not being able to keep him in the club and letting him go on a free is in a way a blow to them. They need some goal scorers. They have brought in Kaishu from the Japanese striker, but I still think they need 3-4 good signings for them to not be in a relegation battle again like last year. I still think it's gonna be a tough season for Mainz, but if they stick with the manager, like the club, like the management, upper management, they went with 3 different managers in the last season. It worked out in the end with Henriksen, but I think they should stay with him in this season and give him the funds and let him get the players, and if he's able to get the players that he wants, which I think they need a good 3-4 signings to help them stay in the league right now, because as of now it is not really looking good for Mainz. So yeah, that is it, my preview for the 4 teams in the Bundesliga. Please let me know what you guys think of all the moves that these clubs have made and the position that they are in right now. What you think about my preview as well, whether I'm wrong or right, in the comment section below. Like the video and share it as well, and please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, bye bye.